on how one of the most stressful situations in my entire life turned completely around to the biggest success story in my life, all because the ability to laugh. Years ago, I was in New York City and I had a rental car that kept breaking down. It was 98 degrees. The air conditioning isn't working. Sweat's pouring down my face and I'm in the world's biggest traffic jam, but it seemed like every New Yorker on the planet is beeping their horns and cursing at me. That's not a secure feeling at all. And I'm already a half hour late for a very important audition. And I'm like, oh man, what else could possibly happen? Don't ever ask that question. Because if you do, the universe will answer you. Okay, I'll show you. And it happened. I drive up to the toll booth, I went to pay the guy, and I realized I left my money home. I didn't have any money. I don't know what possessed me. I just looked at the guy in the booth and I said, hey, I'll have a couple of burgers, 2 fries, and get something for yourself there, Swarky. No, I didn't know this, but apparently this guy was new in this country and he didn't understand American humor. The poor guy just looked at me and he said, I'm very sorry, but we do not have food here. So I said, well, you better get it because you're holding up traffic. Now all of a sudden, I notice he's starting to laugh. He gets the joke. I'm laughing too. But all the cars in back of me, they're beeping the horns, going, hey, come on, move it. We got to get going. I swear to you, my newfound friend in the toll booth sticks his head out, motions to all of the other cars, and he says, I'm very sorry, but we ran out of food. Try the next booth. By then, we were high-fiving each other. We became best friends. You don't want to know what the cool thing was? People, he let me go without paying. He looked at me and said, listen to me, my friend, I want to tell you that this toll is on me. No, don't argue with me. You have to understand that I am brand new in this country. And that this is only my 2nd day on the job. And believe me when I tell you, I really needed to laugh today. I know, and I looked at him and I said, so did I. Here's the point. I went into that audition in such an incredible mood. I visualized how I wanted this audition to go. All the negativity was gone. And guess what? I kicked butt. I had a great audition. It's a good thing I did. Led to the most important break in my comedy career. That's how I got my first TV special, my Showtime special. That special paved the way for every other TV special that I've ever gotten. Now let me ask you this. What do you think would have happened if I would have gone into that audition in the mood that I was in before the toll booth incident? Wouldn't have had a chance. Not in the mood that I was in. And I realized, as I reflected back on this situation, it's only when I started to laugh was I able to think positive. Why is this? Here's the psychological reasoning behind this. When you start laughing at a stressful situation like that, your brain is no longer focusing on that negative situation. Your brain is now somewhere else, laughing at something ridiculous that you just did. And even if it does go back to that negative situation, it won't be as overpowering as it was before. Why? Because you've calmed your nervous system down to the point where you can control the situation rather than having this situation control you. That day, I got in tune with what I now call my humor being. You all have a humor being within you, people. Your humor being is of your higher self. It's the part of you that brings out the best in you when times get really tough. What your humor being can give you more than anything else is emotional stability.